Only good things about you, Coach. Always. Only good things.
Said they're tired.
They are.
Mike, because they mentioned some of that fatigue last night. I mean, did you kind of see some of the same things in terms of them not having the legs under them?
Uh, and I don't know. It's preseason. You're fighting to get back in shape. It was probably more the day off before, because the two games we played, nobody's played more than 20 minutes. We had a day off the day before, and maybe they are tired. I hope not. That's a little scary, But I think it might be more maybe mental fatigue, because these guys are like high caliber athletes, and we haven't practiced them too hard. Even our last contact practice, I pulled Malik and Fox and Domas out of the contact practice, so they haven't had a contact practice in a while, in practice. Now they played 20 minutes in games. Last night it was up to 27 minutes or whatever, but maybe if he says they are, then I guess they are, but I would, without talking to them, I would assume it's more mental fatigue than anything else.
I realize that you only had really one practice with Kevin back since he's been cleared for contact. I'm just curious, is it a goal to try to get him into one of these preseason games, or is that a little too ambitious?
No, I'm not even thinking about that. So he hasn't. We haven't had contact yet. Now I don't even know if he played in the next game. We have the next game that is with our young guys that don't play much. I wasn't down here for that, so I don't even know if he's in that. I do know he's played one-on-one, I think, with the coaches, and so he's got some steps he's got to go through. So as you can tell, I'm not even tracking when he's going to be back. I'm waiting for them to tell me he can play, and when they do, then he'll play.
Is it the same thing with Trey? We saw him out here taking shots. Where's Trey at this point?
Yeah, kind of same thing. I don't even know. I don't even know if Trey's playing one-on-one with coaches and stuff like that. So you guys would have to. Shannon can give you the download, but I can't.
With the plan this week on the road for the preseason games, do you plan on playing any of the starters? Just what are you thinking about that?
Yeah, hopefully, both these games we can get through a whole game with them. If not both, at least one, before we start the regular season. But I'm not pressed to do it at the end of the day. I'd like to, though.
Just to get continuity, or what's making you teeter back and forth with it?
No teeter. Like if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world.
Okay.
I would like it to happen just so they can feel, what it's like to be out there to close a game, that type of thing. But it's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen.
Mike, one of the numbers that stood out over 2 or 3 games, I think only 27 total three-pointers put up as a team. Cause for concern at all? Is that an attempt to try and get more mid and more at the basket? Is that intentional, or are they not just shooting the ball?
No, we passed up some open looks, and we have to definitely be better with that. But even last night in the first half, we shot 50, close to 50%. Most of these games we've shot pretty well. Game 2, I think, in Golden State was not as good, but we've shot at a pretty high clip, and we're taking some pretty good shots. I thought in the first half we took a couple of contested runners that we shouldn't have taken, and Keegan had a one where he got knocked off balance, pivot, and then shot a fadeaway, and that was probably not a good shot, But for the most part, our shots have been pretty good. We missed 18, or was it? We missed 8 layups, I think, last night, and we had 18 open threes, 15 open threes or something like that. Jay was tracking them, and so we're getting good looks. Do we want the number to go up? Yes. When we get, if this was a regular season with our team and we were hovering around the number we are, then there'd be a little cause of concern. But playing different lineups. We got new guys out on the floor, and not all of them shoot the three, but in time, that number is going to have to go up.
Fox talked about too last night that he felt that you guys didn't touch the paint enough, and I know paint touches also over the three-point shot. How would you assess against a physical team like Portland or a team that's going to play physical, getting to the rim and making sure you touch the paint?
When we did, that's when we got literally, because the ball movement was beautiful. So when we did, when we did touch the paint and we kicked it, and then we kicked it again, or drove it again, guys, like some guys didn't even have guys closing out to them. And so it's one of our staples. We have to continue doing that, not just with the dribble drive, but with cuts to score, and I think Golden State too, but this preseason through these first three games, I don't know if I've ever been with a team that had gotten more back doors, because we're cutting it, and that's a paint touch, and our turnovers, especially in that first quarter, we probably should have had 40, 41 points in that first quarter, because in our actions we had guys open a lot, cutting back door. We just couldn't deliver it. And again, I would, because Domas was, he's the hub of what we do, and so he was at the center of a lot of it. He's a great passer, and some of the passes that he made, I've never seen him make those passes before. So I would just chalk that up to, a little mental fatigue that carried over to the game possibly. But if we're cutting and seeing each other like we're trying to, while continuing to touch the paint with the dribble drive, I'll be okay with it, because I know we're going to get a little bit better. We're not going to be here. We don't need to be here, but hopefully we can keep climbing and take a step back here and there every once in a while, but a short step, and start moving forward again. So I'm okay where we are right now.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yep.